I'm in the way, I'm in the rest, I never switch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdered.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Down! Get ready! You ready? Coming to you! Coming to you! Ready,
Gets past one man, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Too easy, too easy.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Got it. Right there.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. That one good for 26 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here.
And Freeman lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Through an opening, and there he goes.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check four, check four.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
21. Tighten up.
Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Gun. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All right.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the eye. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing again. Ryan. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the... And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 28 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Gun. We got motion. Back up. Gun. 45, Mike, 45. Go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mike, check. Listen to me. Here we go, D.
First down, here's Cousins. For the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Danny. Check 52. Spine.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 13-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Cut. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Right here.
Now it's Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ryan now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Ready to go.
Ryan will throw again. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half. What do you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. So we got man. Switch. Check 26, check 26.
To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 4. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to the ground, Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Good route here. 45, 45. Mike. Alpha. 45 to Mike.
Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's just me and you.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
58.
From the 38, Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, what a juke into space. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. Ready to go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 99. Check. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, no, easy.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready. Hey, I'm coming.
And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.